Yeah. Exponential potential. Wali to the row. Who's laughing now? Exponential potential.
With close to 5 albums, hundreds of thousands of online followers.
Who's laughing now?
Juliani has built one of the strongest brands in the music industry. He uses his influence to bring to attention matters close to his heart. But away from glaring cameras, Juliani brings us into his world.
Vampire vegetarian, whiteheads, 9 believers, wanna tweet a high class. Summer college, we are nightclub. Reserve sleep, I did a man pay sleep. Toka ni wafitas, baka panya nimefika. God's finger, ima move string. Wali to the round.
Yeah, it's still home, but it was where I used to spend, like 20 years of my life I spent in this environment. So I never went out, the first time I went to town was like when I was from 2 or something.
Shagala bagala, niko tayari kulipa gharama, sitasima.
Take me through your childhood. So, what do you remember most about your childhood, and how did it inspire the making of Juliani?
My childhood was, because when we were growing up, we didn't know any better. This is the only thing that we knew. So we knew the streets, the way the streets were. We thought that was the ideal way of living. Whatever, my high school, my primary school, I did all of that in this, of course, in this area here. But the most important thing is how the dam site grew, because there used to be a road in the middle of the dam site. Now you can't see it. There used to be a playing ground here. Kazunye, it's not there. It was green and whatever. We saw a lot of young people that I grew up with, people getting killed and stuff. So it was both, it's sweet and sour. So it was always, of course, the good part. We saw the good part because it's everything is the person that I am, Sai, is a culmination of all those small things that happened. So, but I have fond memories more than anything else.
Tell me one of those fond memories. You are the firstborn?
I'm thirdborn, so fond memory is just the innocence. Everything was, I was curious about everything that was going on. The people that we looked up to, we later found out they were gangsters, but for us, they were big brothers and sisters. There was a lot of laughs, you know, and so first girlfriend, first everything, Yan, is here in this space. So everything about, now is when we can think about the bad things sometimes, or when you're stuck in this place, you always want to go out. But after leaving and then coming back, you see all the opportunities and all the beautiful things that existed. Now I appreciate it even more than before.
Difficult part about your childhood?
The difficult part of my childhood is finding out that, first of all, for me it was identity, because identity issue means you're trying to figure out who you are. Other people are telling you how this is all you know. So what wengine wanakuambia venye things can be better. You're seeing everything on TV. You're seeing another child having a bicycle, and you don't have. So you can't explain why is it that ule akona baiskeli na una baiskeli. Why is it that wala wanaishi kwa ile nyumba na sisi tunaishi kwa hii nyumba. Why is it that they are? So for me, identity was an issue. I was trying to figure out who I was. So for me, I think that's the most difficult part of trying to make sense out of all this. Mzazi wako unafukuzwa shule because hauna school fees. Of course unafurahi because you enjoy, you know, but all those things now, your confusion haikuwa na make sense kwangu. And then now the older you grow up, yani ndio una realize, hawezi kati ule mrembo because hauna do, ule mwingine ana do, ule mwingine ana kiatu mpya hauna. So all those things zilifanya tu vitu kuwa na confusion kidogo. At least the initial part of nikianza kujijua as a young person. Yeah.
pia mimi najua urembo sio cute.
Mazero zikiwa kwa paper ya exam una jam, lakini the more ziko kwa checkbook unajisifu venye unajua.
Would you say music was your escape from your physical environment?
I can't say it was escape. I can say it was a... I don't know. Okay, maybe an escape, but because you are making sense out of the realities. Coping. So nika uko therapy unaongea tu. Unaona. So writing music and everything and performing it ni therapy kwako. Unaona. What you saw, what you went through, what you're going through, you get to write it. So music played a big part, yani, in not just me, yani, a lot of young people in this setting. Or it was also an alternative because kunaambia watu like you can only be a thug or a thug, you know, when you're in Dandora. Unaona ukienda Maisa uende majuu upate kiatu mpya lazima urudi bado tu na hakuna namna. So you have to figure it out. So music kwetu liko alternative powerful sana.
Niliponea bahasha ya Okampo, lakini Kenya naogopa hata zaidi. Finger of God, ikini point, yule 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 yule.
I don't think I was good at. I didn't feel like I was good at anything else. Music too.
Now, why gospel?
Mine is not as gospel as because people want to always wananeka kwa space. But as a young person or as a Kenyan or whatever, you go through in a day. You go through a lot of things. You go through conversation with God. Thank you. You go through heartbreaks. You go through not having money. You go through now unachukia God. All that you're going through as a young person. So you can't say that you can't categorize and say it's gospel because you have to document your life. So I'm documenting my life, my thoughts and my ideas in a song. So you can't put it as gospel and whatever. Me, I'm a born again Christian, yes, but my music is translates what I'm going through as an individual at that particular time or what's going on around me.
If today you lost it all, what would inspire you to come back even bigger? What inspires you? What inspires Juliani when he's having a bad day? What inspires Juliani when things are tight? When there's a time, like you said, money was a problem, or when there was a time your family is not settled. You know, these things that life tends to throw to you. What keeps Juliani inspired?
The realization that I stay longer. Because after even bad days, cash it up, that changes. I've had worse days before, I've had good days before, and I just stay longer. You know, and one thing about humans is that we always try to tumezoea kuweka vitu kwa fridge. So ndio fresh, lazima iko kwa fridge. So we do that for memories, moments. We always try to make moments to be or repeat it. But for me, I want to live life every day. So inamaanisha I accept the bad days because I know I stay longer. Because the good days will come, and then the good days won't. So, but being anchored in my faith imesaidia sana, because I realize that it's even more than myself. So, it's more than me having money and having success. It's more than that, because also that changes.
Did you ever think that your music would become this big?
The only template we had was Uko Fulani Mumao and Keshaka, and they made it big. So that's the only template that we had.
Right.
Beyond that, there's and it's even place nimefika place nilifika haikuwa na template based on where I came from. So but the possibilities zile ziko, so hiyo pia inanipatia excitement ya what next, yani about the future, because inaka possibilities ni big sana.
How are you finding fatherhood?
Of course, there's somebody who you have somebody who you can do anything and everything for. You know, but at the same time, I think it's just a stewardship. So nimepatiwa to God, I'm in trust. The same one can trust na 50 bob, I'm in trust na a life. So it's my responsibility not to shape it to what I want, but it's responsibility to create an environment for them to become whoever they want. So that's the only thing that, and I feel otherwise she's a human on her own. She needs to make her own decision. Akitaka kwenda sijui kutembea usijui wapi anaweza do all she wants. You know, I can't decide or shape her life to what I think she should.
Tell me about the waste project management that you have working here.
Okay, so one of the things, interaction with my recyclers na kila kitu, the problem that they had is that even if people separate the trash at the home level, ikikami collective na collective yote na changanywa anyway.
So it's still like dumped and everything is collected and brought here?
But it's brought here at the dump site. No,
okay.
No. So that's a problem, but also the reason why people throw things away is because it doesn't have value after use.
True.
So if you create value after use, people will be a little bit deliberate about how they throw things.
I'm looking at this river. Do you think it has potential to one day be a clean river?
Yeah, it is, and people have to be deliberate about it, about what they want it to be.
Why did you decide waste management as one of the things you'd want to give your voice, your attention to? Why not any other charitable act? Why not politics? Why do you decide, let me work on waste management? Let me give my voice and my attention.
Because it's a business. For us, it's a business.
Yes.
So it's a business and an opportunity to change lives at the same time. So, and I grew up in this environment. So when takataka liko na kama hapa, that's the first time I ate kuku kutoka kwa ndege nilinyapa. Unaona, good food I ate from, like food from this, not good food. Food from this side I ate here. So for us, it wasn't waste. It was something valuable. Unaona. So the same mindset is what we are using to start projects with. So I don't think it's waste. It's only waste when you don't need it. But when you need it, it's not waste.
So for you, you've seen a business and a way of also employing young people and keeping them busy.
Yeah.
How? And how long has this project been running for?
So Customer Board has been running for for 3 years. But now is when we have figured it out. Now it's when it's making sense. So we have a Taka Bank and we have a space for basically leveraging on community organizing and technology to encourage proper waste management, provide employment for young people, and of course reduce litter and taking care of our environment. So for us, anything that is branded as a name, as long as it's a glass, paper, or tin, or whatever, it has value to us. So we pick it.
So you guys collect the trash that is brought here?
People actually come and deposit. So we have trash ATMs where you come and deposit.
Trash ATMs.
Yes.
Then from that deposit, take me through it.
So when you are a user and you come and deposit your plastic, it turns into points. So your point you can always use on our website to buy things. You can buy unga, whatever, airtime, in that. But once you deposit, the youth group that is receiving it, they get to collect as many, and then we get to sell to recyclers, and then the money comes back to the youth group. They get to make their money.
Juliani, I'm curious, have you ever wanted to run for any political position? I mean, listen. I mean, first of all, you relate very well with a lot of young people, especially watu wa mtaa. You speak their language, you know where they're coming from, you already have a following. Has politics ever been something that you wanted to do? Is it in your...
No, not office, no.
Really? Completely? CS position if you are appointed?
No, I don't want...
You don't want nothing to do with politics?
Because there's no real change there.
What if you are the change that is needed in that docket?
I'm changing now.
In this community?
I'm changing now. The only my responsibility is to create an environment and a space for other people to become whatever they need to be.
So you're telling me you don't need to be a politician for you to
don't
have
need to be a politician.
your impact.
That's the problem
in Dandora?
Yeah. Because I'm a musician and I got to do a lot. I create solutions. So I don't think so. If you're going to politics, you have to present it to people and get people on your side, and then you have to... It's too much work. Now, if I have an idea and I have a few shillings, I put my idea into practice. I don't need to think. I don't need to whatever. I just call a few people. Do we to jaribu idea no? So
this is home for you.
Yeah, this is home. This is home. Yani, I feel at peace every time niko hii area. Mwezi nipata hapa.
How often do you visit Dandora?
Weekly if I can. I wanted to do every day, but I couldn't.
I hear you.
I need to do like every day.
you want to be doing it every day.
But the only problem na kuku hapa kila siku is that you don't, because if you have an overview view of things, you get to see solutions and issues. Ukishinda hapo unashinda hapo, unaona, so you become the issues and whatever, so you don't want that.
Tell me something about Juliani that Kenyans do not know. What would you want Kenyans to know about you that they probably do not know?
I don't know. Gani kusu?
Juliani too.
I wash my own clothes.
Really? What's your wongo?
Yeah, I wash my own clothes, my
Do you
dishes.
cook?
Yeah, I try.
What's your favorite meal?
Okay, my favorite meal I can make. Napikwanga hapa vile, marago na chapati.
That's your favorite meal?
There's a woman who makes one here. Ni venye amefunga leo.
How do you finance this thing, your project?
For now, it's we put in the money because it's a concept that is new. Now,
so if money comes from you?
Yeah.
Your own finances?
My own finance for now. So what we're doing right now is reaching out to as many people as possible to try to show them
the project you're doing.
Yeah, so we want them to adopt a Taka Bank. And the whole idea is to one Taka Bank employs 10 young people. 10
young people. Yeah. This small Taka Bank.
This one employs 10 young people.
But it costs you 10,000?
10,000, to brand, training, and all the other things that is needed.
So one costs 10,000 and it employs about 10 people.
So in the platform you just document this. So you say it's 5 whatever.
Oh, so I can go to the website.
You document what you have on hand. And then once you do that, you put it and then this converts into points. So this one is 5 points.
Only 5 points.
Each is 5 points.
Okay, and then this?
Each is 5 points.
All is 5 points.
So you leave it here, and then as a user, it converts into points that now you can use to buy things on the web on this space.
Yeah.
So you buy
milk, credit,
everything. Phones, earphones, everything.
When did you start using this website, that aspect of technology?
Like a month now.
A month. And how is it going?
Yeah. It's good. So they're the first youth group to adopt. So we have done collections outside Nairobi, Riverside, outside Dandora. So we have done Riverside, Langata. So you call us.
Kangware.
Nikava you do Uber. You want Uber. You call us, we come and collect, separate, you pay us, and then we bring it here.
Really?
Yeah.
So Kenyans at home can actually call. They come and get trash directly from your house. And then they come and sort it out here, which turns out to points for them, which is a form of currency.
Yeah.
So it's trash but business for them.
Yeah. So these guys have been going. They've gone to Riverside. They're going somewhere to make sure this happens.
Wow. Can I participate? Can I say I can bring my own trash from home and bring it here?
Because it's too far, you can't come all the way, so you can tell us to come.
Do I get points?
Yeah, everybody gets points. So if you don't have a nearby Taka Bank in your area, you hail us to come in.
Oh, so I can take mine to Langata?
Yeah, if the whole idea is to have a couple.
That is fantastic.
City, yeah.
Do you think the government needs to do more when it comes to environment?
No, if they do something, we'll be out of business. So it's poor. It's funny kitu, so that we'll be busy. No, because it's an opportunity for us.
And the private sector?
The private sector is the people who now we are collecting on their behalf. So they can buy back what we collect and adopt a Taka Bank because it means more money for these guys. So if you hear stories of these guys, it's not that they are not making money. They have their own business things they're doing on. They do security and stuff like this. But it's extra money that they didn't have. No.
Project imesaidia mavijana kwa sana. Azini sana hata tuseme tukianza na community. Imesaidia wa community kwa sababu unapata imejaribu kugagile rampant dumping. So unapata kuna hiyo kudump ovyo. Unapata at least sasa wase wako sensitized enough kuhusu mazingira. So unapata ile kudump tu vitu ovyo hakuna.
Mbona uliembrace idea ya Juliani?
Niliembrace kwa sababu the moment nilisikia niliona potential yake. Na nikaona pia ni kitu yenye ikiputwa into use ina viability fulani. Yeah, so ndo maana niliona ile lazima tuipick tuanze nayo.
Do young people have hope here?
Hope iko.
Lakini
hope si sema iko, hope iko ni venye tu sasa opportunities ndio sasa tunapata ziko minimum unapata. So na pia unapata ile hiyo inertia to an extent that tunapata vijana wengi hawana hiyo willingness ya ku take action.
So mavijana hawana willingness na gava
na
pia
gava
wanalala.
pia,
So solutions zinatoka kutoka wapi?
Actually kumekuwa pia na hiyo trust deficiency kati ya mavijana na gava. So ndo maana unapata pia gava on the other hand haishughuliki venye inafaa. Haishughuliki venye inafaa na pia I embrace vilivyo innovations zenye mavijana wanajaribu come up nazo. Sana sana wakati ukirudi upande wa art the same unapata. So hiyo inamaanisha si ati hope haiko. Inamaanisha hiyo hope iko kwa sababu unapata wengi wa mavijana wana hiyo roho ya kufanya kitu, but sasa inafika to next yenye sasa gava yenyewe ndio ifanye nini, napata. So gava inatukila hata before to grow. Gava inatukila before to grow.
Lakini you don't think ni sisi young people ndio tuko na hiyo power ya ku make an impact kwa society? Hata acha gava ni sisi.
Definitely. Sisi ndio tuko na hiyo power. Sisi ndio tuko na hiyo power kwa sababu sisi ndio majority. And in fact we are the compact majority, unaona? So sisi ndio tuko na hiyo power ya kuchange hata community nzima, hadi kuchange hata hii country.
Who's laughing now? Exponential potential. Achana na kuku yangu inalia ina swine flu. Iliponiona nikinoa kisu, nilikaribisha ili assume ni pet seafood. Homa inafunika nostrils, coincidentally anapika seafood akidhani sinusia roof.
Lastly, what's your dream for Kenya? What's your hope for Kenya? What's an ideal Kenya where you feel like the next generation, you know, your child can grow in a Kenya where they feel like our parents did something to make Kenya better?
Okay, I don't know, but kwangu ni if kila mtu akona the same choices, level of choices, unaona. So huyu jamaa anaweza tembea usiku. Anaweza tembea usiku Dandora ama ni Kileleshwa peke yake ndio watu wanatembea. Huyu jamaa akienda ofisi atatreatiwa the same way ama ata get job the same way na ule mtu mwingine. Unaona? Amewakada ameenda chuo, will they get equal amount of opportunities, respect that is needed for them? Ama does it mean you ametoka a certain space
ana profile wa different, police anamtreat different, politician anamwona tu ni msa kumpatia do na si opportunity. Huyu jamaa anaweza enda apatia na huyu ni jamaa anaweza come up na solutions za policy, but yeye ana prefer kupatiwa kazi ya mtaro. Unaona? So an equal society, and an equal society ni kuna choices. Everybody has equal choices. From trash to cash, Juliani has found a way of making sure the garbage that you have in your own household is creating empowerment and also putting food on the table for a lot of the young people here in Dandora. Despite the fact that he says he has no liking towards running for government, Juliani, as you've seen today, has found a way to make sure that he's bringing positive impact right here at the heart of Dandora community through his music and through such initiatives like this. It only takes one choice to make sure that you within your own community are bringing positive impact. You've been watching Daybreak, and this is Game Changers.